A vital group within the New Generation Navy program is the Leadership and Ethics Project team. They are responsible for the creation and delivery of the Navy Leadership Development Workshops. An external website has been created and launched during a new entry officers course at HMAS Creswell, which will provide a resource for sailors and officers who have completed the Navy Leadership Workshop, allowing them to continue their leadership development even if they are located remotely or have limited access to defence facilities.
The leadership and ethics training is very good because it gets the trainees thinking about actual scenarios, usually based around actual events, and the facilitation of them by the staff that come here from Canberra lead the trainees to think about the actual benefits of leadership.
I think these are great classes because people are just so eager to learn, and because what we are presenting to them is new and fresh and relevant, and they can see the sense of it. This morning we've explored the connection between leadership and organisational culture, and the guys have really got a grasp of just how complex organisational culture is, and therefore how massive their obligation is to be a constructive part of it.
All the feedback from the trainees in the last 22 months I've been here has been excellent. They like the facilitation of the actual training, so the actual free-flowing one-day event with the facilitator is quite open, and they don't feel threatened in that environment. So they've all been very positive feedback from the trainees.
I started off sort of a bit unsure what leadership actually was, but today's really given me a good understanding of what leadership actually is, especially looking into the organisational culture, what aspects encompass organisational culture, such as the structure, communications, ethics. So yeah, today's been really helpful for me, and I've definitely learned a lot.
This morning when I looked at the website, it was quite an interesting website to look at. It had a lot of external sources that were brought together that I couldn't find on the Navy website before, and it's going to be a really useful tool, I think, in the future for developing me as a leader, just because it's going to give me more information to try and develop myself with.
When I looked at the website, it looked fantastic really. It had a lot of different methods and procedures to finding information, so having links to things like YouTube and Facebook I saw as very beneficial, and it's something that can develop you personally as an individual to really be able to lead your sailors in a better way, and also change the whole dynamics of the ship or establishment that you're posted to.
One of the great advantages of the website is that people will be able to access it on their own time, in their own time, and take from it what they need. So I think the interactive style of it means that people will find it's a resource that suits many contexts as opposed to being a prescribed thing.
I come into the Navy not sort of having a general idea of what leadership was about, but things such as the website definitely shapes me as a leader, and I'll certainly be able to use it down the track.
The website definitely is useful, particularly being externally available. The learning journal struck me as something that I would be interested in using, particularly as my background in teaching. Reflecting on what I've learned, how I can apply it later on is always a good thing.
I think the leadership concepts that we've been talking about are going to develop me as a leader a lot. Personally, I think it's really great to have this discussion happening. It makes you aware of what's going on around you, and also so that means you can really take charge of that, and you can really look at yourself and try to change your own behaviours to improve yourself as a leader, and also look at other people and how you can improve them as leaders.
Often we get feedback from more senior in age trainees that have said that they weren't expecting such a positive culture with regards to leadership in Creswell. They were expecting more stuff they see in the media of what they think initial training is going to be, and quite often they're very surprised about the way that we address leadership and what we actually give them here, which has been a good experience, and one that I've learnt from myself as well.
For further information on the new Leadership and Ethics website or Leadership and Ethics training modules, visit www.navy.gov.au/leadership_and_ethics, or search Facebook for Navy Leadership and Ethics.